Hey guys, TedTank1912 here, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing Bachmann's kinda good, kinda bad 440. Some of the good things about it are the lining on the wheels, the well-painted wheels, the lining on the side of the running board, the separately fitted handrails, the well-painted cowcatcher, gold trim on the tender, fairly well-done gold painting, the actual spark catcher and the smokestack being represented, and that's about where the good things end. The handrails are the only separately fitted detail on this entire model. Literally, everything else is molded. I guess you could say the bell is separately fitted, but I really don't think so. The domes are definitely molded, and the cab is kind of a separate piece. Cab ain't hollow at all. Blacked out. The drawbar between the engine and tender has a tendency to come loose. In fact, in the first 3 weeks that I owned it, it came loose every single week. The wire is just kind of floating out in the open. That wire leads to the tender pickups. And that's another thing about this model. It may have tender pickups, but those are its only pickups. Literally. It doesn't have pickups on the drive wheels. If I hold the drive wheels up off the track, but leave the tender on, the drive wheels will spin. And if I hold the tender up off the track, but keep the drive wheels on, the drive wheels don't. And of course, there's also the fairly poor motor, the ridiculously bright headlight, and also the fact that this really isn't accurate to the General as it was during the Great Locomotive Chase. Another thing is that no matter how gentle you are with it, the gold lining will chip off. So you can see right there, or if I just zoom in, there's chips and even a giant section of missing gold lining. So, yeah, that's not particularly good when the model isn't even 5 years old. This thing is mixed, to say the least. Decent detail, but really, really bad on mostly everything else. It's also very inconsistent with its running. Like, if you don't put it at 30% or more, it won't go. And with a DC model, that basically means you're running it at speeds that are a bit above realistic for the time. So, yeah. It's a pretty mixed model. Not the greatest. Not the worst. If I had to give it a rating out of 10, I'd say it's a 5. Middle of the range. Wouldn't pay more than $60 for a DC model. I don't know what the quality on the DCC ones is like, as I don't own a DCC one yet, but the DC one that I do own, I would highly recommend avoiding if you can. And there are plenty of better options, especially from Bachmann. And if you can get one of their Spectrum 440s with the big drive wheels, that would be a good buy. But this isn't. I wouldn't pay more than $50 or $60 for this, to be honest. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.